if I traded it all.
Welcome back, everyone. Now, guess who's on next? My next guest has been on with me for over 8 years.
8 years it is.
And I have with me Ted Watkins. And Happy New Year to you, and welcome back to the show. And he's also back here for a lot of reasons. You don't come on for 8 years for no reason.
That's for sure. Happy New Year, Carol, and everyone out there. And before I get started, I just wanted to say to all you entrepreneurs and self-employeds out there, you need to get on this show.
Oh, that was so nice of you, Ted.
You need to get on the show.
That was really kind. Thank you.
I have done lots and lots of advertising and marketing. I've been an enrolled agent since 1978. And this is by far the best, and it's fun too. So, but it's very effective, and it's very cost efficient, and you need to call Carol. Now, you have to be on, you can't just come on once. You have to be on, consistently to get to some good results. But I have gotten some really great results from this. In fact, before I came here, I met with a couple that hadn't filed returns since 2004.
Wow, that was off of the radio.
That was off the radio, and actually I was kind of concerned I was going to be late getting here, but
so was I, actually.
Yeah.
You weren't here on the nose, because usually he's on the nose.
I'm usually here actually kind of early, but I was here just before the show started. But anyway, I think I'll be able to help them. We'll have to file some tax returns and set up probably a payment agreement for them. But they came off this radio show, and I'm very thankful for that.
Thank you, Ted. That was really kind of you. Let me just tell you about Ted Watkins. First of all, I've said this many times. He has the sharpest pencil that I know anyone to have. And Ted has been doing this since 1978. He's helped a lot of our listeners. Every time Ted comes on, no matter what, we get some kind of a phone call. It might be not that same day. Sometimes they email me. I just got a letter from the IRS. I need Ted. Sometimes they're just calling the station. It doesn't matter. They're looking for Ted. And there's a lot of people out there that have issues with the IRS. You don't have to have issues to work with Ted. There's nothing like having an enrolled agent do your taxes for you. And let me tell you something else. He doesn't make it anywhere expensive in any way, shape, or form. As a matter of fact, we're going to talk about what $175 gives people, how $175 gives people peace of mind. Right. He can help anyone in the United States, and he loves to give a lot of things away. And I'll let you talk a little bit, and then I want to tell him all the giveaways.
Okay. Well, a lot of you may have heard me before, but if you haven't, my name is Ted Watkins, and I'm what's called an enrolled agent before IRS. And I don't work for the IRS, but I am licensed by the federal government. So I can, like Carol said, I can help anyone in the United States if you have tax issues, or if you don't. We do lots of just tax returns for individuals and small businesses and so forth. But if you do have some tax issues, I have a lot of experience negotiating with the IRS, and most people don't like talking with IRS.
You say too much anyway.
You say too much, and you kind of may stick your foot in your mouth. But
right.
But anyway, but for me, I do it all day long. So I'm just trying to help you solve your tax issues. So and like Carol said, $175. It gives you peace of mind, and what the $175 is about is you sign a power of attorney with the IRS, and then you don't have to talk with them anymore, which most people do not like. And so I can find out what your tax issues are. And like I said, the couple I met with earlier today, we find out what tax returns you need to file because the IRS wants you to be in what they call full filing compliance, which means all of your tax returns are filed up to date.
I'm going to go ahead and kind of, because it sounds like he's going to lose his voice any second. So here's the thing. Ted loves to help people. First of all, the tax organizer, okay, it's the first of the year. I've been saying it since November, December. Yeah. So we all know that all of our stuff has to be, organized and put together. This tax organizer is phenomenal, and everyone should have it. I don't care who you are, whether you work or not with him. He's going to give it to everyone. You can call here and get it through me. You're also going to get the record retention guide. He says that the number one question that he gets asked is, what should I keep? So you're going to got a 4-page, oh my God, is Ted meticulous? He doesn't miss a thing. He's got a 4-page record retention guide guide for you so you know exactly what to do. Also, he's going to go back for you for the last 3 years for free. He always gives a free consultation to everyone. And right now, he's also giving everybody a free Walmart card or a Starbucks card. And you're getting entered in to win a free business or personal tax return for 2017. So, this is awesome. Call us here at the station. I want you to keep on calling here. I let everyone call throughout the rest of the show for all of this. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Go ahead, Ted.
Okay, so like Carol said, I have what I call the tax organizer tax questionnaire, and if you go on my website, which is tedwatkinsea.com, it's you can download it, or we're happy to mail it to you too. But it's I think it's 16 pages this year.
Oh, it went up.
It went up a page, I think. But anyway, so if you go through, just spend a few minutes going through the organizer, you'll probably find a lot of deductions that you didn't know that you were entitled to take. But even though it's 16 pages long, it kind of covers anyone. If you own rental real estate, or if you sold stocks, or if you have a small business, like an MLM, and it goes over the business use of the home. So it covers it's kind of a one-size-fits-all. But if you just spend a few minutes, you'll probably find some tax deductions that you didn't know that you were entitled to take. And also the record retention guide, it kind of tells you how long you need to keep your stuff.
Right. And I believe that everybody should have it, and that this is just everyone should have this tax organizer for sure. A record retention guide's got to come along with it. You're going to get a free Walmart card, a free Starbucks card, or one or the other. You're also going to get 3 years that he goes back the last 3 years for free for you, as well as you're going to get a free consultation. This is all for peace of mind. Let me just tell you something. All of these things are just going to get you ready for the season. Now, our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free because he can help anyone in the United States. It's 1-866-536-1100. Check him out on his website. He's phenomenal. He's got the greatest, sharpest pencil in the world. He's meticulous like you can't believe. He listens to us all night long and tells us what we do wrong. So the website is tedwatkinsea.com. You can call him direct at 602-363-1952 or 480-707-7670. But everyone's getting entered into win also a free business or personal tax return for 2017. This is about a $450 value, free to all of you guys out there. So call us in here in 602-277-5369. Go ahead.
Like Carol mentioned, we'll take a look at your last 3 tax returns, which would be your 14, 15, and 16 returns, to see if they were prepared properly, or if they weren't. We can recommend that you might do an amended tax return, but that's at no cost to you. There's absolutely no cost. And if we do recommend that you do an amended tax return, there is a fee for that. But all you have to do is bring in the last 3 tax returns, and we'll take a look at that at no cost.
Again, I love Ted. He's been helping a lot of different listeners throughout the 8 years that you've been on my show. He helps a lot of different people. You don't have to have issues in order to work with Ted. There's nothing like having someone like him do your tax returns. Tell him the difference between you and like the big box stores out there.
Okay, well, one thing you'll find with me is that my fees are actually, in some cases, lower than what H&R Block or Jackson Hewitt or Liberty Tax would charge you. Just because I have a lot of experience and been doing this a long time, I don't charge you, and like I said, in many cases, it's less than what the big box stores will charge you. So, and we do, the problem with the big box stores, a lot of them only have a couple weeks or a couple months of training, the preparers that you meet with. And like Carol says, I've been doing this since 1978. I also go to a lot of continuing education during the year. So I think I can do a much better job for you. You
also look at them. Every single one goes out. You look at them at least 3 times before they go out. Go on.
That's right. So I do have hire part-time preparers during the tax season, but none of my returns go out the door until I personally reviewed them for at least three times.
And there's nothing like it. Ted is great, and I've got our lines open here, and you can call throughout the rest of the show. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, I want to talk further. He has helped a lot of different people. We're going to see if he has a story for us at all. So our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. He can help anyone in the United States. He's going to give you that free tax organizer, and everyone should have it. Call in here. Everyone should have it. The record retention guide, everyone should have. You're going to get that free Walmart card or a Starbucks card. He's going back for the last 3 years for you for free, and he's also going to give you a free consultation. He's entering everyone to win a free business or personal tax return for 2017, so that is a $450 value free to you. So give us a call here at 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You can check him out on his website. It's TedWatkinsEA.com. Call in here and get it because it's phenomenal. 602-277-5369.
For trading it all.
Welcome back. So we are talking with Ted Watkins, and he has been doing this since 1978.
I'm an old dude.
He is, but you know what? Here's the thing about Ted. He is the most meticulous. He's got the sharpest pencil that I know anyone to have. And he helps a lot of different people out there. And has been listening, been on my show. He's the longest running guest. It's 8 years. And he's coming back because he's able to help a lot of people out there. So this is the time of year. I know it's Friday, but forget that it's Friday. You still need you got to go this weekend, and you got to clean out your garages. You got to figure out what you're doing with all your stuff from last year, and this is what he offers. He's going to give everybody this tax organizer. Let me tell you something. It's 16 pages, and Ted doesn't miss a beat. Everybody should have it, because when you look at it, you're going to find something that's going to save you money that you didn't realize that could happen. Also, you're going to get that record retention guide, okay? I believe everyone should have these things, whether you work with him or not. That's not the point. But what he wants to do is help you, and that's what he's all about. He's going to go back the last 3 years for you for free. He's also going to give you a free Walmart card or a Starbucks card. He also is entering everyone in to win a free business or personal tax return for 2017. He always gives you a free consultation, and I'm letting everyone call throughout to the rest of the show for all this stuff. I know we're starting to get our calls, but you got to just keep on calling, and just if you don't get in, keep on calling. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Check him out on his website. It is TedWatkinsEA.com. Okay, Ted, so you want to talk about a different thing. You have a story that you want to talk about?
Well, a lot of you that have listened to the show have probably heard this story, but I think it's
a good one.
It's a pretty good story. And this is actually the longest, the person who listened to my show the longest, about 4.5 years, believe it or not.
Thank you so much for listening that long, though.
Thank you. Thank you for listening. But anyway, a very nice gentleman, but he came in to see me, and surprisingly, he did not have any IRS tax issues. But what he did have, was from Wisconsin originally, and he had a stack of letters from the Wisconsin Department of Revenue. And if you're not familiar with Wisconsin, it's what I call one of the BS states.
Oh, wow. Thank you for saying it that way.
Okay. Yeah, it's, which includes California, New York, Hawaii, Pennsylvania, and a few others.
Okay.
Okay.
So what do you mean by that?
Anyway, what that means is that they're pretty hard. They're pretty hard on taxpayers, to put it nicely. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so what he had not opened any of these letters, by the way. And what we were able to do for him, he signed a Wisconsin power of attorney for me, and I was able to call the Wisconsin Department of Revenue. And unfortunately, or fortunately for him, I guess, he was within about a week of them issuing levies on his bank accounts, his retirement accounts, and so forth. So we were able to set up a payment plan with Wisconsin for him so that wouldn't happen. And so, but I guess the moral of the story is, you have to be proactive, whether it's with the IRS or with the so-called BS states.
They're brutal.
They are. And actually, some of these states are more brutal than IRS, because IRS is kind of slow in their collection process. But these states that are strapped for cash, a lot of them are right on top of you when you owe money. So if you get on top of it, then you can set up a payment plan with them. Or if your financial situation is not so great, a lot of times we can get you put in what they call not collectible status, which means you don't have to make a payment. But they won't. The taxes don't go away, unfortunately, but they won't try to go after your bank account.
Here's the thing: it's $175. It's a power of attorney that you're signing over. He doesn't work for the IRS. He's actually working for you guys out there. You know,
That's right.
He works for us. And by doing that, what's going to happen is, first of all, you're not going to get any more calls, and you're not going to get any more letters. And that's the worst part of it all when you start getting all that. And here's what we're talking about with what peace of mind will give you. Go ahead.
Okay, no, I think that's probably the biggest thing for most people, is that you don't have to talk to them anymore. And once we get you set up on a payment plan or get you in not collectible status, then you don't have to worry about them hitting your bank account. And if you have a bank account in the United States that's on your Social Security number, all they have to do is push a button and they got your money. So I had a guy a few years ago, Arizona hit 5 bank accounts in the city of Phoenix in one day.
Wow.
So that shows you how much power they have and how easy it is for them to get your stuff.
And okay, here's the thing. We're going to talk about a couple of other things, but I want to get this information out. He's going to give you that tax organizer by calling in here, and everybody should have it. It's going to save you money just right off the bat by looking at that. You're also going to get the record retention guide. He's going to give you a free Walmart card or a Starbucks card. He's going back the last 3 years for you for free. He always gives you a free consultation, and he's entering everyone in to win a business or personal tax return for 2017. There is nothing. If you don't have any problems, you don't have to worry. There's a great guy to have doing your taxes. He's an enrolled agent, and he is the most meticulous and a numbers guy like you cannot believe. He doesn't miss anything. So our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. It's a $450 value free to you. He can help anyone in the United States. So for everybody that's out there that's listening right now too, check him out on his website. It's tedwatkinsea.com. So on your website, you have a new blog.
On the website, we have a blog now.
Yeah, and you're excited about it.
I'm kind of excited about it because I'm an old enough guy that I'm kind of socially media challenged. So about June, I guess, of this year, I hired a millennial to help me out with that. And the first thing she did was, "You don't have a blog." And I says, "Yeah, I know. Don't hit me on the head, please." So anyway, she helped me set up a blog. And I think we've got 50 or 60 different articles up there now. But what I've tried to do, most people reading a tax article is about as exciting as watching paint dry, right?
Except for Ted. He loves that. Go ahead.
I have to, but anyway. So what we tried to do is try to combine kind of a human interest touch, as well as, teaching you something about what you should and shouldn't do with regard to taxes.
What's the juiciest thing you got up there?
Okay, I guess the juiciest, we've written an article about Wesley Snipes, Bill Cosby. He has a lot.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you believe it or not, with all his issues, he also has tax issues to go with it. And we wrote one on Run DMC, and we've got, everybody likes to find out what the celebrities haven't done right.
Right, but by finding out what they haven't done right, you're going to find out what you can do right.
That's right. You actually will learn what not to do, and that's probably as important as what to do with regard to your taxes. So that's what we've tried to do, is to write some articles that are kind of interesting and sometimes humorous, but you'll learn something about the tax code and what not to do and what to do as well.
Well, it's tedwatkinsea.com. Go up there and check it out. Also, I want to talk about something that just brought up in my mind. There's a lot of people, you get in accidents, things that happen to you that you don't realize when you're getting money for certain things. It's taxable.
That's That's right.
So this is another reason why you should listen to Ted.
Yeah, I've actually written a few articles about this on the blog too. But for example, if you get wrongfully terminated, if you have a casualty like the floods and hurricanes and whatnot, a lot of those things, most people you don't think about the tax implications, but in most of those situations there is, and they can be to your advantage or not to your advantage too. So I've tried to. I've got probably 5 or 6 articles about that. So that's one thing that it could be helpful to you too if you read the blog.
And again, our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. I'm letting everyone call in and get all of these things that Ted is giving away. And before I say it really quickly, I just want to ask you, with the new tax law that passed, and I know we have less than a minute or so, do you want to say anything about it?
Well,
Other than
it did
might
pass.
not be so good for everybody?
It did pass, and I was quite shocked myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was skeptical for quite a while. But for the most part, there are some good things in it for individuals. The only problem is that they're all temporary. They all expire in 2025. It's really a bill that was written more for large businesses. There are a few things for small businesses that are to your advantage. But for the most part, I still have my opinion that it's kind of a non-event for most individuals.
Yeah, but you're still going to want to have a lot of questions, I'm sure, about it, and Ted is the person to talk to. He's been doing this since 1978, and he is entering everyone to win a free business or personal tax return. This is about a $450 value, free to you with everything here. He's going to go back the last 3 years for you for free. He's going to give you a free consultation. You're getting the tax organizer and the record retention guide. Everyone call in. Everyone should have it. 602-277-5369.